What's good with y'all, man? Now let me break this down. Now there's a lot of hateful shit that be going on in the world, right? Now we've all had an instance of being a hater. So, let me give you an example too. This is why I share my own experiences and the shit I've been through because someone else gonna say it anyways. So that's why the things that I've been through, I share. Because I know the next motherfucker is gonna be a hater, player hater, whatever, and say what they gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta check me on this, right? If someone else is always gonna bring up your weaknesses or your mistakes, they a hater because they can't get you to focus and encourage you to move on or do something better with yourself. So they're gonna throw you down by letting you know your mistakes or remind you of your traumas, right? Or number one, um, no, I mean that was number one. Number two is basically saying you who you are, whatever God gifted you to do, they gonna hate on you for that reason. They gonna hate your hair. You have curly hair, or you got a certain skin shade. You dark or you light. They want what you got. So someone's own insecurity makes you a hater. Anytime I ever done some anything close to being a player hater, I always felt bad at myself. So this is why being a hater is wicked. Because for someone to get that bone in their body or that essence of which they want to do wrong on somebody, or they want to get someone fired from a job, or they just don't want to see them successful, but that's supposed to be your boy, that's supposed to be your girl, that's supposed to be whatever the case, maybe it's supposed to be your family. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how close you are to that person. But they gonna show you some sense that they a hater because they just can't do what you do. Or they just wanted to do what you had, what you was doing, right? So they'll do anything to disrupt that. So like let me say the most hater thing I've ever done. Most player hater thing I probably ever did, and I wasn't even hating. The most player hating thing I've ever did was like talk to a chick and she talking about her ex nigga. And mind you, like I didn't do nothing to where I'm trying to like get her to fuck with me, but I basically like I didn't know the dude, so I wasn't really hating. But that's like the closest thing some player hating thing I did is like she just sat there and talked shit about him, and I just sit there and listen. Like, well, who about that's just so and so. So that's what I'm saying. It's not even really player hating, but like it's the closest thing to it. Now, some real player hating shit is you cock blocking, you get in the way, you throwing off another nigga's game, what he's doing. Not about, and it's not about running game to get what you want. It's about you trying to throw somebody under the bus, Or if we on the same team, you basically either lying on someone else's name, or even if you're saying the truth because y'all niggas is homies or y'all niggas is close, and you gonna let her do this, or if y'all niggas is close, and even if it's another nigga, and you gonna let that nigga get in between to what y'all got going on. You see what I'm saying? So it just mainly has to go for a woman because no matter what a man does, succeeds at this thing or what you call success, if they're an athlete, if they are a pastor, if they manage a business. If a man is gonna play or hate on that and then try to get everybody to not follow his lead, or they want to throw him under the bus and he's got the woman, try to get the woman to turn their back on him, it doesn't really matter. There's so many different scales to player hate. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to understand that you might have these people around you. So if you're not out here just trying to do good for the world, you know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to be naive. You're not supposed to be green. You're not supposed to be gullible. The moment you see some shit that don't make sense, and you've made sense out of what doesn't make sense, like damn, that's not who they is. Okay then, you got to catch that. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to ask yourself. The same way you can do something, and you know that damn nigga, I play video games the best, and someone's hating on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate on nobody. If you're good at something, if God gave you a gift, or that's what you're good at, that's what you do. But anytime someone's hating on me for what I do, it's going to be a problem. I'm telling you that much in my eyes. Because I don't got time to be around somebody who's not trying to see the utmost good in totality for themselves and others. If you're only trying to make it good for you by manipulating something or becoming a player hater and getting someone to think another way, or you know what I'm saying, trying to ruin what somebody else has going on, if you're going to play into that, then you are a hater, my friend. You are a player hater. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, it's just like being an athlete or just we're in this game of life. We are all players in this game. How you choose to play the game. If it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, so on to be it. There's no time to break some shit. There's no time to throw no temper tantrums. And there's no time to go ahead and be violent for no reason. Self-defense, do your thing. Everybody has different points of views. But if you're a real good person and people want to consider cool or whatever the case may be, okay, are you perceived by that by just a couple people or does many people see you that way? So why do you think different people have different statuses and what they're known for, so on and so forth? So this is where we have to draw the line on being player haters out here and just having haters in general. If you don't have any haters, and you ain't doing nothing right. You know what I'm saying? And if you have one, and you actually did something wrong, there you go. That's a little different. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out who you are as an individual. If you're a player hater, then you need to learn how to stop being a player hater, because you just gonna ruin relationships with people, and people actually gonna hate you for being a hater. You're gonna get out the energy you receive. You know what I'm saying? So if you got people hating on you because you're doing good, there's more people that like you than those haters. You gotta let those haters be where they're at, right? Because they gotta deal with their own self and their own insecurities. You know what I'm saying? We all have, so to say, a certain insecurity. You may not share with other people, and people may not be able to notice, or they think that's it. They may assume that's insecurity, whatever. You can't tie in all those things together. See, I'm not insecure about certain things. I'm just not gonna let a motherfucker waste my time. I'm not gonna get wrapped up in that player hater shit and try to convince you not to be a hater if you're my people. If you're a hater, I'm just gonna get the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? If my well-being doesn't matter, and you'd rather see me homeless, or you'd rather see me out about fucking up my life, or you'd rather try to fuck up what I got going on or play with my mental, you don't know me. And you've been trying to know me just so you can bring me down, or trying to find a weak point, so to say. And that's what a hater would do. A player hater, especially if we're dealing with a woman, is going to, like, you see, we've been messing with women. We've had our own fair share. And me and so-and-so as a player be like, yeah, so-and-so, we know she gets around. So what? We know that. You know what I'm saying? Another player hater is going to try to stop that man from doing all that. Man, do you know this? He's doing this, that, and the other, or whatever like that. I want you. You know what I'm saying? So what? You're supposed to keep your own truth to yourself. You don't ruin what another man has going on, especially if you're on the same team. You know what I'm saying? So this is where people get mad because you're capable of doing certain things that they can't. There's certain things I cannot do that I applaud the next man for being able to do. Congratulations. Now, men, what can we all do? At a certain age, you're going to be able to grow facial hair. At a certain age, you're going to be able to get gray hair. At a certain age, you're going to max out on your height limit. At a certain age, you're going to learn different things that most men have learned. We're all going to get to those things if we choose to accelerate, or genetic-wise when God says so, or the Creator. I believe in the Creator. So, what can we all do? We can all repopulate and have a baby. With who? There you go. At the end of the day, certain men is all capable of doing the same thing. Did you do it with that specific person? Did you player hate on that person? Did you say those words to that person or not? The truth will all reveal itself, because the truth is going to get revealed to you. A person who is seeking the truth and who is seeking good things, they shall find that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. You may have found a couple of bad things. You may have thought you found some diamonds in the rough, and they may not be the diamonds in the rough. You might have had a diamond, which was yourself, right in front of you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to make yourself into a diamond to find other diamonds. And as we go through this process of life, we will know this. And we all have a journey to take place in our own way. So, like I said, don't be a player hater. And if you ever had any hating moments, you need to admit that. Like I said, I could just say, the closest thing I've ever had to a player hater moment is just a woman bending to me. And I was just like, trying to be there for her in some way, shape, or form. I wasn't trying to bring her away from the other man. I was just like, well, that's just what he does. You know what I'm saying? You should have got into it. But that's the closest thing even to a player hating moment. I should have just not even said nothing at all. Because you're choosing to be with that man. You're choosing to be with that dude. Okay, dude did this to you. He has this amount of money and he did. Okay, whatever. I have no input. You chose to do that. We're going to either enjoy this time together. I can help you solve some type of problem, but I'm not going to let that man be the man in your life. I am not the man in your life. If that's the man you chose, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So the women that choose us, that's how it's going to go. And then the friends that we choose to hang around, that we get along with, family, whoever, we got to do this shit as a team. And a man and woman, as a team, as a bond, nothing shall get in the way of that. But how we go about that, if other people are going to get in the way of that, those are haters. If you're getting in the way of that, you're a hater. Period.com. Don't be a player hater. Like I said, I've never been a hater, but I can be honest, because I'm a truth-telling person, and God is listening to everything we got to say, the Creator. So is you going to be an honest person and live your life that way, or is you going to be a hater? Everybody says they want the truth. You think the Bible's the truth. You think all this is the truth. Okay, did you go into it the furthest? Then you would know. Different ages, we still have experienced different things. Hey, I can't hate on a man's wisdom, but the moment I see that your wisdom, or what you think you know, or what you think you're trying to tell me is going to block me from what I'm going to do, you're a hater. So you're not actually giving me no wisdom. You're giving me haterism skills, or haterism ideologies. You know what I'm saying? And what is a group of haters going to do when they finally all get together? It's going to be misery loves company. So you live your life miserable, or live your life the way you wanted to make it. I mean, live it the way you want to make it. But the fact of the matter is, you're choosing to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect shit from nobody besides to be themselves and be a real player in this game. Okay, we're playing to win and we're playing to make it better. We're trying to grab all those XP points for ourselves and share it with the group. You know what I'm saying? What we learn and share these experiences. We was not trying to be player haters out here. All right.